Before we begin, let me tell you a little story. A few days ago, I was just walking on the street and randomly I saw a little cat. I think it was like this big, nothing important. And he was just staying and staring at a pigeon. And when I mean staring, I literally mean just staring like a maniac and looking at it. He didn't move, didn't even flinch, and suddenly he just sprinted towards him, but fortunately the pigeon escaped. This is what are we going to talk about today. You should work like the cat worked, and she works like a lion, and that's how you should work too. How does he work? He just wakes up, maybe stretches for a bit, kisses his lioness, goes for a little walk, and when he's hungry, he goes to the field and just looks at all the gazelles out there and plans and thinks, what is the best one to get? Who is a bit older? Who is the best to eat now? And after that, he just goes and rushes towards the gazelle, kills it, and brings it back home to the lioness and him. They eat, feel all good. After that, he just rests until he's hungry again. And this is how you should work too as well. In the beginning, it was hard. It was hard on your self-improvement journey. It was hard. You just started meditating, maybe journaling, going to the gym, and you had to be consistent every single day, just showing up again and again and again. Maybe you have school and you have to study. So you have to go on and read the practice papers, do the exams, maybe do some tests, some exercises, But you cannot do that forever. You cannot just show up and just be there and expect to grow. Yeah, maybe in the beginning, as I said, if you just started, it's good. But you're not there anymore. You are not a fucking kid. You are not there. You're past that point. You're better. You have to put quality over quantity. Let me tell you another story. A few months ago, I was just fully focused on my studies and on reading and training and just showing up and putting in the practice every day. And it was tiring. It was just so tiring that I just was so sleep deprived. I started drinking coffee just to wake me up, to get there in school in time, not to fall asleep, to pay enough attention so I can get good grades, so I can learn. And it wasn't enough. And it wasn't because I didn't put enough time in it. It was because I maybe put it too much time in it and less time for rest. So that means that it wasn't that big of a quality. I fell off after that. In December or January maybe, I got sick, very sick actually, for a week maybe. Barely could wake up, and I had to go and just stay. I had to force myself to stay and to literally to not do anything, just so I can fully recover, because after 1 or 2 days I was a bit better and I wanted to go again and start again. But I knew that wasn't the way, and I cannot go like this anymore. I had to be better. This is why I teach you this. You cannot just go and work for 10 to 12 hours a day. You have to have your times for rest and also for work. Oh, but what if I work better, but I just work more also? No, you can't. But what? No, shut up. But what if? Shut the fuck up. You can't. You cannot go and work 10 to 12 hours and expect to have the same results if you work 3 or 4 hours and you rest more, or you maybe read or do anything else. You can't. Well, but shut up. Shut the fuck up. You can't. If you, let's say you're in school right now, if you read for 4 or 5 hours from that book just to remember, maybe cut that in half, prepare yourself before, maybe put on some nice music, clean your room, prepare every single thing you can so that you can learn as efficient as possible and remember as much as possible. Because what's better, to work 4 or 5 hours a day and get a result, or work for 3 or 4 hours, or work for 1 or 2 hours maybe, and have a little preparing time before and get the same result, or most of the time just better results because you put more intention. You have to be intentional, because if you always do what you always did, you always get what you always got. Keep that in mind, and with this, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.